First of all, it's great to be speaking today at the Project Management World, a gathering of elite and experienced project professionals. The topic given to me today is linking artificial intelligence with the future of project management. I'm Vishwas Mahajan. I'm the founder of Whizible, a project service management platform that we have built for managing entire operations of project organizations. Obviously, project management is at the heart of our platform. Let me start by asking whether you recognize this picture, this one, and this one. Indeed, this is the Great Wall of China. Totally 20,000 kilometers was built over some 1,000 years. And this happened centuries ago. So, project management is not new. Do you remember seeing this person? Indeed, he is the Maratha warrior Shivaji Maharaj, whose name has been given to the airport that we are in the vicinity of right now. Shivaji Maharaj built some 370 forts at locations pretty remote. One can imagine the project management skills that were utilized. And do you know this person? Yes, he is Nostradamus, the same person who predicted apocalypse, end of the world, and this was to happen in 1999. You can imagine that we are here today discussing about project management. But I'm trying to think, why is it that we are talking about it now? And the trigger is undoubtedly the report that Gartner made some time back. While everything was going on pretty smooth in the world of project management, Gartner literally dropped a bomb in the same manner that Nostradamus predicted the end of the world. Gartner said in one of their reports about a few months ago that 80% of today's project management tasks will be eliminated by the year 2030 as artificial intelligence takes over. Now, this is an existential crisis. No wonder that the community of project managers have suddenly woken up to artificial intelligence, and that in a way communicates the relevance of our topic today. We have short time and we will try to cover the key points. In addition to Gartner, our own PMI, Project Management Institute, published a report just a few weeks ago. The report talks about the artificial intelligence innovators. It says cracking the code of project performance, released in June 2019. It says that the AI technologies are prompting a seismic shift in how the work gets done, and 81% of the respondents reported that their organizations are being impacted by AI technologies. Yes, AI technologies that are impacting businesses. When you talk of AI technologies, we really talk about knowledge-based systems. What do? They understand the context of data being processed, and they help support human learning and decision making. The next idea is about machine learning. The machine learning is about machines having the capability to analyze data, to build models by detecting patterns, thereby yielding improved decision making capability with minimal human intervention. Of course, all this helps what you call as decision support. Decision support helps create an intelligent process which allows for creation of rules and logic to automate some of the decision making activities and support that with more intelligent data. But my question is whether this has happened overnight. Why is it being talked about now? The answer to that is no. As way back as 1987, our own PMI had a report published about application of artificial intelligence software to project management. Here, basically the report said that there is artificial intelligence and expert system software that can help project managers do a number of things. It helps to explain how project managers can use this to practice their own trade more effectively, and it called for project management profession to pay close attention to AI. This was William Hoseley in the year 1987. What AI enables is important to understand. As we said earlier, AI enables future prediction. Future prediction itself is an oxymoron. Of course, predictions are only about future. It helps complement human judgment. In fact, there's a very interesting case study by Stanford which talks about how a machine learning algorithm helped diagnose chest x-rays and detect pneumonia at a rate better than a human doctor could. So if we have the availability of this kind of information to support human judgment, and I say support and complement, not replace human judgment, then the opportunity of AI in this can only be imagined. We've all heard about robotic process automation. Robotic process automation looks at pieces of process that are repetitive in nature and completely automates them using artificial intelligence. A case study that I came across where extraction of a large number of health records of patients were read and automated, thereby providing a great ability to the clients of this technology to use minimal amount of human intervention to be able to do this. AI has actually been used for face recognition, and recognizing faces has numerous applications. As you can see, a video that talks about how a restaurant ordering has
This
helped
is me using my face to get into a
create
convenience store in
a
China
process
where you can buy food through facial recognition technology.
so that just by recognizing face, you are able to buy the
Using your
food that
face
you
to buy
want.
food is already a reality. With just your face and a simple thumbs up, the system will
I'll run
deduct
this
money
video
from
for
your
a
linked
short
checking
time
account.
so you get to see what it is. The AI allows for making meaning out of written and spoken sentences. You call this natural language processing. Here is a video that Google I/O showed last month about how they have used AI to recognize spoken language and interpret that and act accordingly.
Set a timer for 10 minutes. What's the weather today? What about tomorrow? Show me John Legend on Twitter. Get a Lyft ride to my hotel. Turn the flashlight on. Turn it off. Now to Jessica. Hi, Jessica. I just got back from Yellowstone.
AI has the ability to learn from mistakes, which means that it continuously keeps learning. We all have heard recently that the Go champion in South Korea was defeated by Google AI. How did AI manage to do this? By continuously analyzing and understanding from prior mistakes and updating its own algorithm was the way it was able to do it and beat, for the first time in history, a human Go champion. There is a very interesting report that I will refer to, which has been published by PwC, a leading consulting organization, which talks about how AI will transform project management and asks the profession if we are ready. Essentially, it talks about evolution of AI in project management and puts it in basically 4 phases. First is about integration and automation. The second phase is about chatbot assistant. The third one is about machine learning based project management. And finally, it talks about autonomous project management. Let us take a few minutes to understand what these are. Integration and automation. This is where typically the journey of automation starts in project management. Here you are trying to connect workflows, you are trying to integrate with disparate systems, you are trying to eliminate repetition in making sure that you are not entering similar information again and again. At Whizible, we experienced this in our first phase. We integrated our product into MS Project so that a plan created using Microsoft Project did not remain a static plan, but we integrated it with timesheets and status progress so that you are able to see an updated plan all the time. We automated workflows, connected with ERP systems, financial systems, so that the organizations have a single version of truth and have no overhead of pushing or creating data again and again. This is what is the first phase of evolution of project management as PwC describes it. The second is typically what PwC says is happening as we speak, where there is an evolution of chatbot assistants who are automating interaction. They are providing intelligent interface to human beings so that they are logically able to converse and create bots that communicate contextually. In Whizible, for example, we are looking at interactions that happen with the individuals and the project management. One of the things people do most is they report the time and status of the task that is being carried out by the team members using a timesheet or a status reporting ability. In Whizible, we have recently deployed a bot to do that, so that it removes the friction between the user and the system and helps system to intelligently communicate with the users in a very non-intrusive and an interactive manner. These type of bots will become more and more prevalent as we go along. According to PwC, machine learning based project management, which is the next phase, is where a lot of work is going to happen over the next several years. There isn't a lot of use case that is currently demonstrable in many of these, but some of the things that will be enabled are predictive analytics, wherein you are able to predict outcomes of projects based on past projects or environmental factors that impact. Something like converting the mind map of a project manager into a semantic network to derive tasks and relationships. Very interesting. Baselining and rebaselining project plans in real time based on the current status and the environmental factors. Predicting risks, alerting about opportunities. These are some of the use cases that will become more and more prevalent as AI gets into project management. This is what calls a next phase of project management. And finally, it talks about autonomous project management, where similar to self-driving cars, one is able to do a lot of routine tasks and manage themselves based on the triggers and inputs received without the need of a project manager. PwC feels that this may be used for small and non-complex projects to start with and will aid the project manager to focus on more complex aspects of project management. It will also free up a lot of time of project managers to focus on really where they add value, which is to help and decide and impact the business. Now, the big question that faces all of us in this room: how will AI solve my day-to-day project management challenges? I will close by a video that some of you may be familiar with. What are our challenges? Impractical customer expectations. Take a look at this video that talks about this from the Big Bang Theory.
I'll cut to the chase. The Air Force believes there's an application for this technology, and we're interested in funding your research.
Well, thanks, but you should know we're a little concerned about this being used in weapons.
Oh, well, let me put your mind at ease. What we use it for is none of your business. Right now it's this big, and you need it to be this big.
That's a lot less big.
Yes, it's this much less big.
Here, the customer is expecting the impossible, right? Next, aggressive commitments that your managers make, knowing fully well that they are going to be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to make.
I'm not even sure that's possible.
Well, I ran it by some colleagues at MIT, and they thought they could get it done in 4 months.
4 months? Yeah, we'll do it in 2. Hi, I'm Dr. Sheldon Cooper. I'm the actual brains behind this project.
Here, we see a project under competitive threat being committed to be delivered in a very aggressive timeline, say 2 months. Projects always have people and technology challenges. And here is an example of one of those, where a project lead actually throws his hands up.
It's called sleep, and it's my bedtime. Night-night, y'all. But hey, you're not going anywhere.
We only have 2 months to deliver this to the Air Force because of you.
I know, I was there.
And what is the consequence of all this? Missed deadlines, quality, budgets, frustration all around. And now this needs to be communicated to the customer.
I don't really know how to say this. We could try starting with sir.
Right. Sorry, sir. He said start with it, not end with it. Sir, we've hit a bit of a snag. We're already behind schedule. The computations required to overcome the deployability issues are more significant than we thought.
I understand that we're under contract, and I don't know what the consequences of violating that are, but we're not going to be able to deliver in the time we promised.
How long do you need?
We're thinking 2 years.
This is our day-to-day life. I hope that AI helps our life as project managers become simpler and we will be more at peace with our role in the organization. I hope you like very basic introduction to how AI is going to impact project management. And I want to acknowledge PMI and PwC, whose research I have referred to in my presentation today. I also want to acknowledge Sunil Godse, who is our AI expert in helping me collect some of the information, and my team Ameya, Sanjeevani and Nakul for putting this presentation together. Thank you very much. You can reach me either on my email, which is wish@whizible.com, or at wishmaha, VISHMAH, on my Twitter handle. You can also visit number of social media links of Whizible under Whizible PMS. Thank you very much for your time.